What up, everybody? It's Jay from Drunk Tech Support. I'm showing off my launch pad and rocket that I built in Space Engineers. This is what I did in the first year of COVID. Okay, so it's solar powered, obviously. Let me show you. This thing takes like a lot of hydrogen. It's got 3 large hydrogen tanks stacked on top of each other. Let me show you how the fuel system works.
Fuel critical.
Shut up. Okay, so I use PAM auto miners, which automatically dock. I'll show you how that works. But anyway, they dock, and the ice gets brought down here. I have like 20-something ice, O2, H2O, whatever the hell it is. Hydrogen oxygen generators. 2 storage tanks down here. I have hydrogen engines for some reason. I think that was powering it before I went solar. Another script that you can use to, what is it called? Auto LCD, which is a really good script. You can program any LCD in the game to like display actual data for within the game. And this just shows power. You can see the draw and the turbines, what they're producing. And I thought I had something to show how much hydrogen's in there, but I mean, you can tell they're full. They have the dots, the 4 dots. And there's some automation. I made this like a year ago, so I'm really fuzzy on what does what. There's a lot of like timer blocks that do stuff that I don't even remember what the hell they did. Okay, so that did something, and whatever it was referring to no longer exists, so good stuff. And it's one of the docking ports for the PAM auto miners. I thought this had one stuck to it when I saved the blueprint. Let's see. No. Well. Anyway, they auto mine ice. It's really cool. So here's the rocket, launch pad, the umbilical, which actually works and is used to fuel the rocket. This was automated too at one point. What the hell happened, man? I think I pulled like an old version of my no idea. Let's check out the inside of the rocket. I gotta get in from the bottom. I should have recorded when I was actually setting this up. All the testing I had to do, all the rockets that exploded and crashed because I couldn't get them to go high enough. So we got timing blocks, gyroscope. There's our tanks. There's a piston because this is a 2-stage rocket. So once it runs out of fuel, reaches a certain altitude, it'll actually push the capsule up using the piston, and then these merge blocks will separate, and then the engines of the capsule will kick in, and the rocket will fall back to Earth. This is only got 1. I guess I like streamlined it, decided I only needed 1 hydrogen tank. Because this used to be 3 stacked on top of each other. Unless this is an old blueprint that I pulled, which is very likely. Alright. So there's the capsule. You can see where it separates from the other one. And I actually had to have rockets firing the opposite direction to prevent it from blowing itself up. For some reason, I had to have the piston push the capsule away, and then this fire the rocket backwards to slow it down. No fucking idea. It's like a post-mortem description of how this works. It's really actually more complicated than that. Where's the fucking front door? Oh, there we go. Timer blocks separate. Okay, so this is the programmable block, which is an altitude script I found that you can say, hey, when you get to this certain altitude, perform this action. So the altitude's 12,000 feet is where I figured it out. That's like the sweet spot where gravity stops having as much an effect on you. And that point, it does the separation sequence. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, I can't use gravity because of the angle. This is a weird angle. The way the ship's designed, the way it handles positioning is weird. So we got 3 LCD scripts here. The one on the right shows you the altitude, speed. It's basically the data from the script for the separation. The middle one just shows all my different timer blocks, so I know that they're actually running. And on the left is so we got pre-launch, and if I actually hit 8, it should start the pre-launch sequence, and you'll see all those change. No? No? Not gonna do anything? Oh, there it goes. Alright. Okay, so we got an air vent leak. That's fine. Internal power is going. Thrust is off because we haven't launched. I gotta go actually...
Fuel critical.
Shut up. Ugh. This was all... This would be... I'll make another video once this is all, There we go. This is all supposed to be part of the, pre-launch sequence. Just pretend that all automated. Alright. Can I get an outside view? Yeah. It's really hard to, So at the very bottom of the ship, right below the rockets, you see there's a single merge block, and that's basically the only thing holding the rocket in place. So when I do launch, that'll disable, and then the rocket will launch. So let's go and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Oh, that didn't go the way I think it was gonna go. So your altitude climbing on the right. And it seems like we're too heavy. We can't even reach like the top speed, which is like 104 meters a second, but we're close enough. You see stage 1 on the left there. Hydrogen thruster is on. It shows lift thrust. Yeah, this has got to be an old script because I don't even have my stage 2 data in there. All right, let's go back and enjoy the ride. You don't have to launch from the mountains, but it was like the closest place I could get ice for the auto miners, which are pretty cool. Where are we at? Now we got a little bit. So there is, let's see, Cam. This guy here is awesome. This vertical miner, that's in the workshop. You can look that up. It's got this great script. You can just program it to go to a location and just mine. It'll do ore and shit, but I use it mainly for ice. It's a great, because you, oh, all right, coming up on separation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Look at that. It's fucking beautiful. Why are we stopping? I guess I gotta manually. Oh, because I had dampeners on. I don't know if there's a way to automatically turn those off. So we are now free of the gravity. So I guess 12 is a sweet spot. If you're any closer to the planet, the ion thrusters will not. They don't work in atmosphere, like at all. So you have to reach a certain height before they become useful. Whee! All right, and that's my thing. The thing that I made using a bunch of other people's scripts, but I cobbled it together. Therefore, I am a programmer. All right, bye.